Hi and welcome. This is Alfred Miller again, and I'm going to go ahead and do a short little video here on doing some basic formatting in Microsoft Word in the Macintosh version of Microsoft Word. So there's a couple of subtle differences here about the Mac version, which I'll go over real quick. Most of the formatting that we're going to do, especially basic formatting, is on what's called the Home tab. Now, normally on a Windows machine, you get group names down here like font and paragraph, styles, etc. But essentially speaking, the Macintosh version doesn't bother to put group names on unless the window gets really small. So see, if I size my window quite a bit smaller, all of a sudden I see words like paragraph, which is really the group name, but when the window's wide enough, you don't get to see the group names. It's unfortunate. I really wish they kept them. The other thing that Macintosh version has that Windows version does not have, you still have menus at the top of the screen. So a lot of the formatting I'm going to be doing in this lesson that's considered basic formatting, really text-based and paragraph-based, can also be found from Format, Font, Text Effects, Paragraph, bullets and numbering. All that kind of stuff is basically here on the Home tab/ribbon as well. So let's go ahead and do some basic formatting here, not a lot. One of the first things I might want to do is change the style of the print overall on this entire document. So I want to select the whole document. On your Macintosh, you could do Command A. That highlights everything. I'm going to go ahead and click this font list where it says Calibri at the moment. The word on your machine might be something different, but that's still the font name. I'm going to click the down arrow, and it shows me what the fonts would look like. Basically speaking, if I want to try a different font, it tries to show me kind of what it looks like. So if you see a font you kind of like, you can just go ahead and click it. Maybe you like this style. It's a little bit cutesy, but not as fancy or simple as an Arial and stuff like that. So you click it, and all of a sudden your style of print looks like that. If you realize you don't like it, you can always click undo. It's this blue arrow on your quick access toolbar, and you can try a different font. So maybe I'll try this one. And that one's okay. It's just maybe a tiny bit small. So maybe I want to make my print a tiny bit bigger. So here where this 11 is, I would click, maybe choose something like 12. And it makes it a little bit larger. Now, a couple of other types of formats I can do. I can also do what's called paragraph formatting. You'll see there's quite a bit of space between here, course description in the Microsoft Office. Now, if I press delete, it brings it right back up. I press enter, it moves down that far. That's called spacing after. So Microsoft Word these days is set up with a lot of spacing after, so you only need the enter key one time. Let's take all that off real quick. So I'm going to reselect my whole document with Command A. I'm going to go here to this button, which is called paragraph and line spacing. I'm going to click it. I'm going to go to line spacing options. And I'm going to go here where it says after. This should be 0. And this can stay at single. And I'm going to click OK. Now that does bring things up a little bit tighter where we have to re-separate our paragraphs. So I'm going to click in front of the I of instructor, press enter. Course description here I click, enter. Class meetings, enter. Course objectives, enter. Course text, enter. And I can continue to separate out the last couple of paragraphs here. And its evaluation. Great. So now the next thing I want to do is show you a light amount of text formatting. I'm going to drag over these words, Microsoft Office course syllabus, and let's say I want to make it a little darker, a little thicker look. That's called bold. So I can click this B for bold. Maybe I want to make it a little bit larger. I'm going to click where this 12 is, and I'm going to choose, say, 16. I might also want to change its color. So I'm going to go here where this A is. Now be careful. If I just click the A with the red, I'm going to get red. But what if I want different colors? I should click the arrow. So I'm going to click the arrow, and I'm going to choose this green here. Not my favorite, but it's okay. And now maybe I want to move it to the middle. So here in the paragraph group, this is called center. I click it, and it moves it to the middle. Now similarly, I might want to add what we call bullets. So these kind of little dots here are called bullets. So if I highlight paragraphs that I want bullets on, because in this case it's more than one paragraph, I highlight them first, and you can see I didn't even have to highlight the whole paragraph. I go to this button here called Bullets. Click it one time, and I get my little dots in. I'm going to repeat that here underneath the ground rules. I'm going to highlight these paragraphs. I'm going to go up and I'm going to click Bullets. The final thing I want to do, just to show you a light amount of formatting, is maybe these little headings above each subject area that the syllabus talks about want to stand out a little. So I'm going to highlight course description. Remember, highlight the text first. I'm going to go ahead and apply bold, and I'm going to do the same text color. Now, you'll notice it changed from the red to the green, representing the color I just chose. You can also click the arrow and choose different colors if you desire. But I'm going to go ahead and click this one. Now I'm going to try to copy this formatting to the next words. There's a real neat trick you can do here. If I click on formatting that I like, I click my paintbrush, I can go drag over other wording, and it's going to make it look the same. So I'm going to repeat that process for the rest of the headings. I'm going to click here on the heading, click the paintbrush, drag over the wording I want it to match, voila. So I'll try that a couple more times just to show you. Click on the wording, click the Format Painter, drag over the text that I want to paint. They now look the same. I would just finish that up in this document and do any other changes that you want. And just to remind you a little something about paragraph formatting, let's say I want this information in the middle. If I click on it, I can just click Center Alignment. It has to move it all to the middle and look correct. So that's a little light amount of formatting to make your document look a little more beautiful. I hope this helps. Thank you.